What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Have a matchup today. Blue Yellow Nami into Green Jinbe, playing my good friend Manny. We lost the dice roll, but we get to go first, which is our ideal curve. Curious to see how this matchup goes. We've practiced it a couple times before. But my deck, like the way this deck's currently constructed, I'm trying to burn his life. And the way his deck's currently constructed, it's a lot of resting and a lot of character rush. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, we're gonna get to see what our hand looks like in a second. And we mold our hand. I'm gonna go to put 5 life out, but then I realize, I'm actually a 4 life leader. Just been playing buggy, a little conditioned. But this hand's pretty cool. We got the pudding, we got the Nami, we got the Kikanoju, and we have a red rock. Plus we have the kid. He's going to tap 2 in totality for a Shirahoshi search. He gets to search for a Fishman Island or a Neptunian. I think he adds an Arlong there, and then he's going to get leader effect to restand it and a Dawn. We go to our 3 Dawn turn, and we don't have a good play, so let's swing 8 life. He's either going to have to give us 2 2Ks or take. He takes, and then we get to draw off of it and pass. He goes to his 4 Dawn turn. He taps 1 with the Shirahoshi to search. It's pretty annoying that he gets to restand that Shirahoshi and continually search, but it's good for the deck. He continually gets to search. He adds a 2K Surame to hand. I'm going to leader ability and pitch the Kikanoju, and then he's going to tap 3 for a Praline blocker. Go to our 5 Dawn turn, and I'm thinking about what to do. He is at 4 life, so I'm going to swing 6 into the Shirahoshi because he didn't restand it because he's at too many cards in hand. He has to be at 6 or less cards in hand to activate leader ability of restanding 1 Fishman Island and 1 Dawn. He's going to block with the Praline and give 2 2Ks, which is crazy. And then we're going to tap 4 for a Kikanoju. Now, this Kikanoju is vulnerable because he's at 4 life. If he was at 3 life, it was KO'd. I would get to heal, so a lot of people don't like to do that. He's going to search with the Shirahoshi. Probably a mistake on my part playing it out, but I was establishing a body. He's going to search and find the Elephant Gatling. I'm like, wait, you can rest the 5 cost for 2 Dawn? He's like, yes, sir. And I'm like, oh man, I'm in trouble, aren't I? So now he's going to swing 8 into the 6, and I'm like, yeah, I guess you can have that. And then he passes. So now we go to our 7 Dawn turn. We don't have a board. We can play the Nami blocker, but I'm just thinking about what to do. Actually, we don't have the Nami blocker. We pitched it. We have a VV. So I think the idea here is let's first pudding. He's got 7 cards in hand, so I'm putting him back into leader ability range. But I'm going to establish a body, but I'm also getting a card out of my hand so I can play tap 3 for VV and draw 2. That's kind of the main reason I played it was because I wanted to get a card out of hand to get down to 6. So then when I play the VV down, I get to draw 2. I'm at 5, draw 2. And then we're going to swing 5 into the Shirahoshi, and he's going to block again 2K and then pass. So we have successfully got his hand size down, but that also allows him to use leader ability. We don't currently have a Dawn on, so we won't get to go to become a 7K leader, but we're probably only going to take a swing from lead unless he plays a Hody Jones down. He's going to Shirahoshi search and grab another Shirahoshi. Then he's thinking about how much Dawn to put on lead, it looks like. He's going to swing 7 life. I can't leader ability, so I get a 6 cost lean. And then now he's going to tap 4 for an Arlong, pitch a card. My rested leader cannot attack. He uses leader ability to restand the Dawn and the Shirahoshi. Put the Nami upside down so I don't forget it can't attack. But it does become unrested, so we can't chain Arlongs. We're going to tap 6 for the Nico Rob. Well, first I'm just thinking about what to do. First, I'm going to tap 2 for a Shirahoshi so I can get within 8 cards. So when I play this down, I have 7 cards in hand. Nico Robin, and I burn a life, and then I get to draw, and then I can put the last one on lead, so that I can activate leader effect. So successfully navigated that, getting the most value, being able to draw while also playing a blocker and a and burning one of his lives. He does have access to a lot of resting, so that Shirahoshi's probably going to die. He swings at life. I leader ability, become a 7k leader. Now he swings another 7, and I give him a 1k. He taps 9 for a Zoro and says, I hope you don't have a red rock, or let's see that red rock. And I go, let's see it. Tap 6 red rock. So lucky we had that in hand. We have 4 Dawn remaining. Thinking about the best way to do this. Definitely going to put at least 1 Dawn on lead. Thinking about what to do with the remaining 3. Can swing the Nico Robin 7. Could tap 2 for a Praline and put the Arlong back to his hand. We can also put the Praline. We're going to put the Praline back to his hand. Let's leave the Arlong there. We're going to swing 6 with leader into life. He gives us a 2k. Now let's swing 7 into life. He takes, and we do get to draw. We draw into another Nojiko and pass. So we have the Jozu. We have access to this. We can play a lot of things, like if we play the Jozu down, we can bounce the Nojiko back to our hand. We can bounce the Vivi back to our hand. We have some cool things we can bounce back to our hand, and potentially get rid of a Jinbe, for example, if he plays that down. He's going to first go searching with the Shirahoshi. He grabs a Jinbe, so if he plays this down, we do have an answer with the Jozu. He's going to tap 6 for the get character rush. He's going to swing 8 into the 6. I'm thinking, I don't have any 2Ks in hand, so I'm going to let that die. And then he's going to swing leader into the Shirahoshi blocker, and now he just has this Arlong swing. He's thinking about the number, and it looks like it's going to be a 9k swing. We take, and it's an Onami trigger, so we're going to trigger and KO the Arlong, and he passes. We get to KO a 5 cost. So now we could play the Jozu down, bounce the Vivi back to our hand, bounce Nojiko back to hand. But ultimately, I'm at 7 cards in hand, I believe. So if I play the Jozu down and bounce the Vivi back, I'm going to stay at 7. I play the Vivi down. I'm not going to be able to draw. If I was at 1 card less in hand, I would definitely Jozu, pick up the Vivi, play the Vivi back down, put 1 on lead. That would be a really sick play, in my opinion. But ultimately, not that cool because I have too many cards in hand. I can't meet the Vivi requirement. Still could just do it just to get rid of the Vivi while also establishing a body, but he's just going to play the Jinbe back down again. So I'm going to tap 6 for the Lin, pitch a card. He's going to elect to burn a life. I get to draw 1. And now I have 4 Dawn remaining. 1's definitely going on leader. I'm going to put the remaining on leader. I'm thinking about where the swing should go. I'm gonna swing. First, I'm gonna say 9 in the Jinbe, but I thought it was 10. I thought I was swinging 10, so I'd be okay getting a 2k, 1k. But then I realized, oh shoot, it's actually 9. So at one point, do I even do that? So I'm gonna say 9. I say 10 into the Jinbe, but the math is just wrong. It's actually 9. So I'm like, oh, if it's 9, can I change it to leader? He's like, yeah, sure. He takes. He's thinking on trig. And he's going to rest. It's an Arlong, so he gets to rest my pudding. He can rest a 4 cost or less. He chooses to rest pudding. So now we're in an interesting spot where, like, we have a decent amount of cards in hand. We can make him a 7k leader. He could potentially go for game with a rusher Arlong, a rusher Hody. He taps 1, he Shirahoshi searches, adds an elephant gun. He's going to tap 2 in totality again for another Shirahoshi searcher. He's tapped 3 so far, so we're probably going to survive this turn. He's thinking on what to add. He doesn't have a ton of cards in hand. I want to say it's around 4 or 5. He adds another Vagabond Drill, so we know he has 2. He can go plus 6. And he has 7 Dawn remaining. He's going to put 2 on, or 1 on, and swing 6 into the pudding. Now he's going to tap 4 for an Arlong. He pitches a card. My rested leader Nami can attack. We're waiting on the pitch a card. He pitches Jinbe, looks like, or another Arlong maybe. And my leader can attack, but I do have the Lin. I can just put all Dawn and swing on that. But he has 3 standing Dawn, and I'm just thinking, I know he has 2 Vagabond Drills. That's plus 6. He does a 3 billion folds Triclisimo, which I know he runs. That's plus 10 right there. And so I'm going to swing everything. I'm going to swing 16 life, everything minus 1 Dawn. so I can put the 1 Dawn on leader just to be safe. He's going to 3 Vagabond Drills and then a 2K, 1K. He's able to get out of it. And then I'm just going to pass. I didn't expect him to do that, but now he took every single card in hand. If I put that last Dawn on the Lean Lean, I would have won, by the way. But I think this was a safer play. He's searching. And he's going to add a Praline blocker. He's searching again. So he is recouping some cards in hand. He adds another Shirahoshi. He could go searching again with another 2. He's going to tap 1 for the Shirahoshi, go searching again. I don't know exactly what he's searching for. Maybe just more Vagabond Drill so he can counter out again. He adds an Arlong that has 1K counter. He's going to swing 5 into the VV. We'll let that go. And then he's going to swing the Jinbe into the Lean Lean, 8 into 7. And I don't have a 2K. I have to give 2 1Ks, which doesn't feel great. It's also going to signal to him that the floodgates are open. So I do give him the 2 1. And so now he could swing. He could definitely kill the Lean Lean. He swings 9 into the Lean Lean and passes with 2 Dawn, I think 3 Dawn standing. Oh no, he's going to tap 3 for the Praline. And then he's going to pass. He gets to restand an Arlong, and he's going to restand 1 Dawn. So at this point, I have a Nojiko. I'm going to tap 2 for the Nojiko to bounce the Praline back to hand, and then I can just put the rest on leader and swing. I'm also considering putting this 8 Dawn on Nojiko and swinging for game, but he could definitely counter out if he had like an event. We're just going to put on leader and swing. That also would have been super disrespectful to do, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. So yeah, I mean, we got off to kind of a slow start. We kind of didn't play optimally with the Kiken Noju, but other than that, we got to do what our deck wants to do. We got to burn 2 life, and we got to draw some cards with the VV. And then we were super lucky and super fortunate to have the Red Rock in hand when he drops the 9-cost Zoro. So yeah, ultimately this build. I'm going to change this build. I have 2 other ideas for this deck. I said in another video, this was the deck I was practicing before starter decks came out. Obviously, the meta has changed completely with the inclusion of starter decks, and that's also to say, like, potentially this deck's just not even good to begin with. But I have 2 other ideas for how to build Blue Yellow Nami, and I think the next video will be one of those 2 ideas. The other one is a really just cringe triggers. That's like the theme of that one. Let's try to set up cringe triggers with 7-cost Big Mom, not currently in this deck, and Hiyori. And then the secondary one is 9-cost Sanji, because of course, let's try to hit 9-cost Sanji when we have another deck that's just perfectly set up for it with blue-purple. Let's try to do it in another deck. But I think it actually could be pretty well. I'm probably going to play the Sanji one next, just because I have the cards for it. I'm still waiting on some Soul Focus triggers for the cringe trigger one. But yeah, I think next video, you'll probably see me try to run the 9-cost Sanji in this deck. And it's probably going to suck, but hey, it's going to be fun. But thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if you think differently. I really appreciate you guys, and see you next time.